This video is going to be a quick introduction to installing AI on a Windows system. Okay, so I've got my installer here. I've downloaded it from the website. If you go onto the website, the Avolites website, there's an AI download section where you can get the latest version from. So let's go. So I'm going to double click on the installer. I'm going to press next, accept the agreement, and go next, 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 and next, and then install. Okay, so once this is installed, there's going to be a couple of bits we're going to do to the system. We're going to make sure the user account control settings are down low. So that lets us drag between folders and software, so that lets you drag your media in. And also we're going to make sure that the program is set to run in a specific mode so that it runs every time for you. So once it's finished installing, it's almost there, you can see that little green bar flying along. Now this is being installed on a Windows 7 system, but this is exactly the same installation process for whichever compatible version of Windows you're using, so whether that's Windows 7, Windows 8 or Windows 10. It's all the same process. Okay, so that bit's about to complete for us. There we go. Okay, so for now I'm just going to untick Launch AI. It's up to you whether you want to read README. I would recommend that, it's always useful, but I am going to let it install additional system drivers. So I press finish there. So on here I'm going to press next. So first this is going to install the USB Expert software. So that's used when you're communicating with some of our control devices. And I'm just going to untick. In fact, let's leave them both ticked. So I've actually got a previous version of QuickTime on here. I'm going to go for repair. And it's also in a moment going to check if we're up to date with our USB Expert installation. So it says a later version, so my system's fine, so I'm going to press OK. But otherwise you would install that if you don't have a later version. So I press finish. Okay, so now that we're done, so this program installed correctly. Now that we're done, we've just got to make those couple of settings that I mentioned. So first of all, let's do the user account control settings. So I'm going to go down to the Windows search bar at the bottom, and in there I'm just going to type the letters UAC, and it will come up there, change user account control settings. And on this, all we want to do is just take this fader all the way down to the bottom and press OK. Then the last thing to do, if we right click on the program shortcut, open go to properties and compatibility and just make sure that run this program as an administrator is ticked. Sometimes we see if this isn't ticked and you try and run it, it will look like AI doesn't run, but actually there'll be several instances running in your task manager. The real telltale sign for that one, if you do not see the logo, the splash logo when you start AI, then you need to make sure it's run in compatibility mode.